Hello, I'm Daniela Leon. I'm the young ambassador from Inspiring Goals Switzerland. Welcome to our new series, Inspiring Interviews, where we do interviews in various fields with role models to showcase as many careers as we can for young girls like me. And today I'm interviewing Thérèse, that works in the capability management in Swisscom. Hello, Anne. Thank you for being here.
Hello, Daniela. Nice to be here.
Could you tell us a little bit about yourself? Just introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'm Thérèse. I'm 51 years old, and I'm working at Swisscom, as you explained, and I'm responsible for the internal IT and digitalization from the customer interaction. And I have 2 children, and I'm enjoying skiing and being in the nature during my free time.
And so when did you start, when did you say you wanted to study IT and have a job in IT?
I can't remember, I have to be honest, but as I was 5 years old, after my first introduction with numbers or with mathematics, I said to my mother I would like to be a mathematician. And I was fascinated by numbers and by formula, and it was a iterative step. I always love mathematics and solving problems, and I was interested. And step by step, I have introduction in IT, and I study mathematics. I also made my PhD on the ETH in Zurich, and I just observe what can you do with mathematics in your life. And step by step, I started my job as project leaders in the airline industry, always in IT, but for the airline. And one project after the others, it came to the position I have today.
And you said you did your PhD in ETH, which is a hard university for what I heard. How was your PhD? How was the experience with that?
For me, I always said it was my best time in life because I was really passionate in mathematics, and it was the possibility to do mathematics all day. Nothing else, as you are now in the gymnasium, so you have a lot of other directions that you also have to study, like language or history or whatever. And for me, it was really the possibility to do only what I love to do. And for this reason, it was really interesting. But the other aspect I appreciate is with my colleagues of the Institute, that we were able to share about what we are doing, and we met also internationally all of mathematicians who are working in the same field as we were. And for me, it's really opened also my horizon to travel a lot, to go to different conferences, and really it was a great time in my life.
That's really good.
If you love what you do, it always, and you have interest for what you learn, life is much easier and in the other way.
And how is it working with so many people? Because math, usually you think, is something that you study alone or you work with alone.
This is the reason why after my PhD I decided to go in the industry and starting to go more in the IT and more in the project work, where you have to work with other person, because I love mathematics, but as you mentioned, you are quite alone. And for me, it was not sufficient. I would like to share and to have interaction with others, people, and this is, I think today, I believe when you are a team player, you will find better solutions than when you are alone. And this is today in my job as a manager, a leader, is really to bring people together, to find which skills are the different person, and to mix the skills so that they will find the better solution, or the complementary aspect of you need to make a good software. And this is what motivates me, is really to find young people or diverse people, women or men or whatever, different kind of diversity, and mix and create good team to have the ability to create something special, something with good quality.
And how can you balance those different skills that you just mentioned from the team so that actually everything functions?
Oh, it's not an exact science. This is a lot of, I don't know how to explain. I don't have any recipe. This is experiences, this is try and error, and usually you have to try, and of course you have also some experiences, but I cannot explain it. It's more a feeling than a clear method.
So it's more like in the moment that you see where we work together.
Yeah. And you notice quite soon if a team has and what for me is important is a team have to enjoy to be together and enjoy to work together, and usually if this is the case, they perform well.
And how many females do you have in your team?
I don't know the exact number, but in my team I have almost 20% of female, which is quite less. But we really try to improve over the last year. And actually, by the new generation, I have a much better success as in the people of my age. Of course, we are taking a lot of attention to be attractive for young female, because the technical science is, at least in Switzerland, there is not a lot of students, female students. And but I find one way in the IT, you have a part of it which is called design, the visual design of the IT solution. And in this part of the IT, you will find quite a lot of female. It's interesting. And I try to have quite a lot of job in this direction, and on this way I receive quite a lot of interesting curriculum vitae, and on this way I try to make my division attractive for female. And I had quite a lot of success during the last years with this approach. But it's not always easy to find female on the IT position. But I would like to have more.
And generally, why do you think that there are a few girls that select to study math or to work in IT?
I think this is, it has to do with the society. It's my belief. because the majority of young girls did not have the view that it is a possibility to work in IT or work in engineering or whatever. This is the missing roles model, and of course also if a girl is saying I would like to study engineering or that, it's not sure that the parents or the friends will say, oh, it's good, let's do it. There is be more doubt if it is really good or not. And I think this is changing, and I find it positive, but it is quite a long way to change the mentality of the society. But what I'm convinced, if a girl is willing to do it, it is possible. It's not a huge problem, and there is a lot of initiative in different companies and also on different universities to attract more female. But I think at the end, this is really the society who have to really be more eager, and so that from the beginning, every human being is free of going in the direction he would like. And what I'm always saying is everybody should do what is passionate for, and no matter what the society is thinking about it. And because when you are passionate about something, you will do it well, and you will have a good way, a good life. And this is for me what is the most important.
Then it's perfect that you came to interview so that we can get more girls to study math and to be excited about working in IT. And before you said you had children, could you tell us a little bit about them, how old they are, how was it with your job when you had kids?
Yes, I have 2 children, one daughter, she's 17, and one boy is 14. And I always was working 100%, and the father of my children also. And they were used to go in the kindergarten and the Ort, Krippe in German. And we organize ourselves that I take care of on the evening or the morning, always half and half with the father. We always have this arrangement. And my children learn to be quite independent from the beginning, so they don't know another model, so they are used of it. And they also are interested in, I would say, mathematics or science. And both of them are going to the gymnasium. And I think my daughter is more interested in medicine, and my boy seems to be interested in mathematics too. But we will see, life is long and they can change their mind. As long as they do what they love to do, then everything is fine for me. But if you ask my boy, today, he always explaining me that he should have the same chance as the girls today. He's always afraid that because I'm also pushing girls and always saying that we have to do more for the girls, he's always afraid that he will not get the same chance as the girls in the society. So this is a good balance for me, that we have to build a society where every human beings have the same chance. And for this reason, I appreciate to have a girl and boy, and to see what does it mean as a mother to educate in an equal matter.
And it's perfect that you can have a family and you don't have to leave your job if you don't want to. And doing everything like that and leaving your career, what is something that is the most surprising that you have learned professionally or personally? You can decide.
I think really is if you would like to make a career, to have an interesting job, and you should never ask you it is possible to have children or not. It is for me clear that you should not set own barriers. Let's do it. If you have a good job, you will have earned enough money to find solution to organize yourselves. And this is what I'm saying to my young employees, and say, don't be afraid about it. You will find solution, and there are good solutions to combine both jobs and family. And from my perspective, I think you learn so much from having children, if you would like, of course. And it's really a good combination. I always said that my children are my best manager coach, because they give me the most honest feedback that you can get, that you will never get in the job. And you are the same person, so the feedback are also really important for your career. So I would say just believe in yourself, in your possibility, and don't let others set barriers in your mind because of the expectation of the society.
So would that be the advice that you would like to give other girls that want to follow your path?
Yes, in this direction. Believe in yourself and don't let you stop by anybody. When you are convinced that this is the things that you are right for you, let's do it.
Perfect. Thank you very much, Thérèse. I would definitely follow that advice. I think it's really good and very important in life. And thank you very much for being in this interview and for helping us with this movement.
Thank you for the interview. It was really interesting to talk with you, Daniela, and I wish you all the best for your life.